Hi everyone, and welcome to today's spooky tarot reading. If this is the first time that you're seeing me, I am the Hermit Tarot, and this is my YouTube channel. A massive welcome back as always to the returning family. It is so lovely to have you all here, whether you identify as a friend, a family member, or a passerby. Thank you so much for trusting me with your messages today. Today's tarot reading is Halloween themed, if you couldn't tell already. Now, I love this month. I think a lot of readers do, but you don't have to love this month to love this reading. We're going to be doing a funner reading today, something that I haven't really done. I've kind of done this reading under like a different topic in the past. So this time around, we're going to be approaching it in a very different way with a little bit of hoodoo voodoo. So we're asking Spirit today, who is under your spell? Now, this is supposed to be fun. It could be somebody that you don't even know very well, somebody who's just enamored or enchanted by your energy, your presence, your appearance. We're going to figure it out. Who are they and why are they under your spell? I anticipate that some of these messages are going to be about manifestation. For example, if you are actively manifesting somebody to be under your spell, then naturally they are going to be under your spell. But even if you're not manifesting for them to be that way, we're going to figure out who they are and why they're under your spell, as well as what they plan on doing about it. Now, there is going to be an extended reading. The extended reading will be focusing more on the future of your connection with this person and pulling additional channeled messages as well about what this person thinks of you and what their true feelings for you are. So it's going to be a juicy one. As you can see, we do have 3 groups here as well. Now, I want to start by introducing group 1 on the left here. Group 1, you have these beautiful King of Swords earrings. I'm pretty sure they're the King of Swords. Me again. I'll put the name up on the screen and it will be in the description box below, just in case, because I am terrible with these products. My sister makes this jewelry and then I sell it for her on my website. So I've had these earrings for a little while now. I love them. I would buy them myself, but I don't want to be selfish. I have a person in my life who can make them for me whenever, so I thought, why not share these with the world? And you also have the Live It, the Ghost Tarot deck. So this is Halloween themed. Those beautiful earrings and the Live It, the Ghost Tarot deck. That's group 1. Group 2, you have the Spider Coffin Charm. I'm pretty sure this one is called Life After Death. This charm, it has a little clasp here, meaning it can attach to pretty much anything. I, again, love the symbolism behind this charm. All of the jewelry has its own symbolism, its own meaning. So this is group 2's piece of jewelry. And group 2, you also have the Villains Tarot deck by Disney. That's one of the cards, the 2 of Swords. How fitting. So if you feel drawn towards this deck or this charm, you'll be a part of group 2's reading. Oh. Okay, let's move forward. Oops. Come on, little charm. I can only use one hand because I'm holding the microphone with the other hand. So inconvenient, but I love the audio, so I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. Group 3, you have I'm pretty sure this is the Bleeding Hearts. Now, I actually have 2 of these earrings in stock, so they could be a good bestie idea. There's a lot of symbolism behind them as well. These earrings are very, what's the best word for it? I'm someone that loves my earrings, so I could wear this with pretty much anything. I could wear this with what I'm wearing today. But if you feel drawn to these earrings, you'll be a part of Group 3's reading. And this deck is the Nightmare Before Christmas Tim Burton Tarot deck as well. So that's Group 3's jewelry and Group 3's deck. I just realized Group 1, I didn't even show you what your cards look like. So this is what the cards in Group 1 look like. So pause the video, replay the video if you need more time to feel which of these 3 groups you are most drawn to. Use whatever other weird, wild, and wonderful method you need to. If you need more help, I do have that intuitive meditation playing right after this clip. It is just a 1-minute meditation guided to help you connect to your intuition so that you can intuitively select a group that you feel most drawn to. And as always, when you know which of these 3 groups you are feeling most drawn to, click on the timestamps in the description box and join me in your reading. So the first thing I want you to do with me is to take in 2 deep, mindful breaths. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to focus on clearing your mind. It's natural to have thoughts racing at this point. I want you to embrace each thought as it comes and let it slip as quickly as it came in. Focus on clearing and balancing out these thoughts so that they come and go without a desire to be attached to them. And now, with a rested mind, I want you to think of the first group that comes to your mind. It may be a number, it may be an object that I showed you. It could be a specific color, it could be a feeling that you felt when I showed you each of the groups today. When you are ready and when you feel confident, select your group and join me in your reading. Hi my group ones, and welcome to your reading. It is so lovely to have you all here. If you chose the Live It the Ghost tarot deck or these beautiful sword earrings, I'm pretty sure they're the King of Swords, but I could be wrong. And then welcome, this is your reading. Now, my sweet souls, we're asking Spirit, who is under your spell? I am working with a smaller space today for dramatic effect. So I did pre-shuffle your oracle cards, which will tell us who this person is. And then we're going to figure out why they're under your spell, which is where your tarot deck comes in handy. So let's get your tarot deck out of the way for now. I'm going to put your earrings here maybe. Close, but out of the way as usual. I love those earrings, true honest. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Getting stuck on little things. My brain is hyperfixating. Let's get into it, my sweet souls. Now, before we do, I just need to remind you to get something to take notes with so that you can make the most out of this general reading. It can be very helpful to take notes of what does resonate so that you're able to easily collate the data, first of all, get it out of your brain and onto a physical resource, but also it can be good to be able to separate what isn't resonating for you by focusing on what does. Now, I also recommend a hydration source, which, speaking of, it's that time for me to have a little sip of my water. Oh, anyway, let's get into it. Who is under your spell? I'm actually going to start from the back. We're going to start with the bigger cards. From the spell casting oracle deck, you have the empowerment card. Wow. Look at the light on her. Wow. I've actually got it on a lock at the moment, so it's not going to show up in focus when it's close. From the Energy Oracle deck, you have the Door to Value card. I kind of want to put them like this. I feel like they're meant to be next to each other. From the Divine Masculine Oracle deck by... Who is this by, Spirit? I'm terrible. Let me just figure that out because I want to give them credit. Okay, the Divine Masculine deck by Encoding Shamanic Peacemaker. Another amazing reader right here on YouTube. So you've got 3 cards from this deck. The first card is the Dog. So this card says, standing firm, taking chances, acting on instinct, threatening, impulsive, leader, mama's boy, and warm-hearted. Mama's boy is standing out the most on that card. You also have family man. Provider, father, admired, family first, loving soul, being there for the family, lack self-insight and others' needs. And the last card from this deck is workaholic, expert, always prepared, making plans, providing, finding solutions, exhausted, not enough play. Now these cards we're going to uncover towards the end of your reading, so we'll leave them to the side. But from the Tea Leaf Oracle deck, you have January. All right, this whole locking thing is really annoying me. I like that moodiness, but you need to be able to see the cards. January. We also have bread, which says period of prosperity and abundance. This is my friendly reminder that I need more bread for my household. Thank you, Spirit. You also have tulip, great passion. There could be a tie to Scandinavia here. Specifically, I'm thinking of Holland, but any Scandinavian country. Finland, Norway, etc. Sweden. Oh, Sweden. I nearly forgot Sweden. We also have hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Oh gosh. So these cards down the bottom are representative of how you know this person. That's not very helpful, is it? I could turn that light off. I might turn that light off. Yeah, it's definitely better without that light. Okay, so first of all, how you know this person is, there is a connection here to the month January, which tells me that either something significant happened to you and them in January, or this person's birthday is in January. Think Capricorn or Aquarius. There could have been a connection to being iced out as well, because on this deck, January is very much connected to the winter months, the coldest months of the year, and feeling very cold. This person comes across as very stoic, very responsible, someone who is very focused on their responsibilities. And I'm hearing that plural because we have workaholic and family man. This person has a career that they feel very proud of, but they also have family obligations as well that they are, I'm hearing, chained to. The thing is, if this person is a Capricorn or an Aquarius, they have a natural sort of instinct to work through things and take on a lot at once. I'm hearing that tie to Saturn is stronger if they're an Aquarius than their tie to Uranus. This is somebody that likes to have 2 feet planted on the ground. They like to feel certain in what is expected of them. And they may even come across as very stoic and serious if you don't know them well. This is the kind of person that definitely has layers, and you seem to be more aware of the layer that is very serious, very responsible. There is also a connection here with that bread card. There could be a food connection, I think like a lunchroom or a cafeteria, a cafe maybe where you both get food from, where there is bread there as well. So I'm thinking of like a cafe or a bakery, that kind of place, or a cafeteria. But that bread card is talking about bread, like money bread, prosperity and abundance. This person is very interested in money. The 31st of January could be significant because they seem to be very much about building things and maximizing what they have currently. So this person may even be in line for a promotion. If they don't own their own business, they feel very invested in whatever business they're in. They feel like what they do is very important to them. And so money keeps coming up. They might be very wealthy, they might not, that they're very focused on money, and that's how you know them. This person is been with their career for a while. I would say 3+ years they've been in the same company or in the same career, and they're very interested in continuing their journey, because they don't strike me as somebody that is very adaptable to change unless they're forced to change. Now, with the tulip here, this person has shown you a more passionate side. They've shown you a side to them that enjoys very specific maybe hobbies or interests. And they've also shown you a side to them that is more interested in expanding in some way. I think that there is chemistry between the two of you. I don't think that for all of you, this is an entirely romantic connection, but there is definitely a natural chemistry between you. And it's very easy for the two of you to talk about something that you're both interested in. So you probably have had a conversation with them about something that you were passionate about, and they were very interested in that, and they found it very easy to talk to you about that. And so you got to see a different side to this somewhat stoic individual. The hand card is a very niche way of identifying this person. Spirit is saying that most of you have helped this person in some way. You've given them a hand. Now take it as it resonates, because I'm also getting a sexual connotation there with the hand. But I do think that for most of you, this was an innocent help, reaching out and helping. They may have also helped you, but I don't think so. I think you helped them, and that's what really sets this person apart, and that's what really sets you apart, because usually this person's helping other people. So for once, you helped them, and it really sets you apart from other people. Now, this person does come across as somebody who is very invested in their family. For most of you, this is someone that has kids, or someone who lives in a house with multiple generations of people. They could live with their parents could live with them, they could live with their niece and nephew. There is this idea of multiple generations being together at once. This person may also be financially providing for their family in some way. For some of you, this is about them sending money back home if they are a migrant or an expat. But I do think that they are someone who is feeling responsible of their family, and financially seems to be coming through the most strongest here. This person could also be very involved with their nephews and nieces if they don't have their own children. I can also see with this empowerment card here, this is somebody that has a lot of confidence. They often like to be seen in a positive light. So when they're out in public, they're wearing, clothes that make them feel good. They don't have to be the best dressed person in the venue, but they definitely want to stand out for the right reasons. If they're drawing any kind of attention, then they want to be noticed as someone that is well put together, someone that is tidy, and someone that takes care of themselves. That empowerment card is also talking about their energy within. This is somebody who comes across as a team player. They are not out here trying to be an introverted, hermit. They may be a softer spoken for some of you, but they are a team player. They're there to help those around them. For this reason, they could have quite the friend group. Their friends could be like their family. They also come across as someone that's very encouraging of strangers. So it kind of gives me the energy of like if you were to go to a cafe with them, they would be the one who reassures the busy barista, while others may have displayed impatience and rudeness because it is 8:30 in the morning and everybody in the town wants a coffee. This person will be the one to say, it's all right, take your time, there's no rush. We're all here for the same thing. They come across as very soothing. I think their voice is very calming as well, because I'm noticing that my tone has become a lot more relaxed and even. So I feel like this person knows that part of them exuding that energy is also from their voice and having a calm voice. This person may have had the opportunity to be in a position of authority, whether that was within work or within some sort of hobby or interest, like if they play sports or something. I think they did that for a little while, and now they're kind of just there to make money. That's what it feels like. Now, that workaholic card, it says that they're an expert who's always prepared, making plans, prioritizing. And we also have finding solutions, exhausted, not enough play. So I feel like this is somebody that doesn't have the best work-life balance, only because they are what feels like either always on call or they're always exhausted from the work that they do. So I am kind of picking up on a fly in, fly out energy here, which may be more relevant to people in Australia. I don't know if you have that in other countries, but those are people that they work certain weeks of the year, and in their swing, they have some time off as well. So even if they are 50-50, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, it feels like they are exhausted when they're off. And so they don't have the best work-life balance. But for all of you, this is somebody who is considered quite the expert in their field. And I do think that they prioritize work above other aspects of their own personal life. The only thing that would go above work is certain family members and family obligations. That daughter value right above bread, it's the same thing. This person is very money motivated, and you would know them as somebody who is very focused on income, boosting their income, working on their career. And that dog energy, I do think that this person is somewhat of a loyal person, but what really stood out for me was the mama's boy. I feel like this person has quite the connection to a mother figure, whether it's a grandmother or a mother. And I also think that this person does like to act on instinct. I think they're more of like a practical person, a theoretical, logical person. I think they like to explore theories with logic. There might be a side to them that's curious, but I don't think that they are the taking chances type of person. I think with you, they are considering taking a chance because there is something that they want from you. And we're going to figure that out in the next part of your reading. But they do come across as a leader, not necessarily impulsive. Like this person's version of impulsiveness is probably not like other people's versions of impulsiveness. I feel like this is somebody who they take a while to do what they say they're going to do, unless it's what they're used to doing. So this person might say, oh, one day, I want to open up a bowling alley. I used to love bowling as a kid, and that is where my mother used to take me for all my birthdays. It's very important to me. But it's kind of like a fool's dream. I think this person usually sticks to the path that's true. They're not a trailblazer. So it would take a lot for them to do something like that. Threatening, I do believe that. Some people are intimidated by this person. I think that they don't mean to be threatening, but I think that their lack of sort of socializing beyond their usual people is what makes them come across as not very approachable. This person just kind of does their usual thing with the usual people in their life, routine. And so when strangers come around them, they just kind of treat them the way they would the people that have been in their life for a while. And they come across as probably a lot more cold and stoic than what a stranger would want to encounter. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of who this person is and how you know them. I think this person, you could know them from your workplace. Otherwise, again, you've bumped into them at a place that you go to and they go to as well. And that's who they come across as somebody that's very work-orientated, family-orientated. Those are the main two clues for this group. So let's have a look at why they're under your spell now. Okay, I've got your tarot deck here. I've put the microphone down so that I can shuffle with both hands. Spirit, tune me into Group 1's energy. Why is this person under Group 1's spell? Why is this person under Group 1's spell? Why is this person under Group 1's spell, Spirit? Why is this person under Group 1's spell? Why is this person under Group 1's spell? King of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. It's a Five of Cups reversed. Clarify the Eight of Cups. The Moon reversed. Clarify the King of Swords. And the Cavalier. Oh, the King of Pentacles. Okay. Oh no, my bad. Cavalier is the page. So at the back of the deck, we have the King of Cups reversed. But these two are pages. So my apologies. I'm still getting used to this deck, in all honesty. Is that the Knight or the... I'm going to be so annoyed if I get this wrong. So let me go double check. I'll be back. All right, I'm back, my group ones. I'll be honest with you, this deck is hella confusing. I know now that the Le Cavaliers are the Knights, and honestly, if I knew French, I probably would have figured that out much, much sooner. But the confusion persists with that too. It's either the Two of Pentacles or the Two of Wands, and that's my only qualm with this deck, is that is the only explanation it gives when it comes to minor arcana. It does not actually show you what the individual minor arcana cards look like, and therefore you're just left kind of guessing whether that is the Two of Wands or the Two of Pentacles. And the the other one that I found did not make my life any easier, because it could have literally been the Two of Wands or the Two of Pentacles. So intuitively, I feel that that is the Two of Pentacles, and it's about planning, with the Five of Cups beneath it. This is what I'm feeling. This is why this person is under your spell. This person is trying to plan how to talk to you about how they feel. They are trying to figure out the best way to approach you in this situation. And they're also very much wanting to do it in a way where they're decisive, but they feel impulsive when it comes to you. This is somebody who is trying to come across as level-headed, but their situation with you has got them acting very differently. You are bringing out an impulsive, reactive side of this person. Not that it's your fault, sweet soul. It's just the way that you trigger them and the feelings that you give them. This person is trying to, or wanting to talk to you about walking away from a situation and whether it's the best thing that they should do. They're under your spell because they feel very aware of certain emotions that they've been able to ignore. This person is definitely under your spell in a way that it feels hoodoo voodoo, my group ones. You've got somebody who is very grounded, practical, stoic, materially focused in their feelings, deep in their feelings, with the Eight of Cups, Five of Cups. See, the Five of Cups is reversed. So this person is trying to plan how to make their lives better. They're looking at you and they're like, I want what group one has. I want what group one feels. So this person definitely sees you as some sort of remedy to a situation that has left them feeling quite down and heavy and at a loss. The reason why they feel down is mostly because they're not getting emotional fulfillment from other areas of their life. And they feel like they can either get that from you, my group ones, or they feel like you could give them advice on how to get that. There are unresolved feelings between the two of you, though, with the Moon and the Eight of Cups here. And this person feels like they can't continue doing things the way that they've been doing in their life until they communicate to you about their feelings. They're thinking of walking away from something that isn't making them happy, leaving a situation that isn't making them happy. And they're trying to be honest to themselves. Your presence in their life, however fleeting or brief it may feel to you, has really helped put things into perspective when it comes to this person's heart space. And it's helped them realize that emotionally, there's a lot more that they want to do for themselves. And there's a lot more that they need to do to make themselves more emotionally available. And so I feel like this person is trying to, they're under your spell because they need to find a way to talk to you about this. But it's not so much communication. It's more about action with the two Knights over here. This person is trying to come towards you quite quickly, I don't usually feel comfortable doing prediction readings unless I'm focused on a prediction reading, but I can feel this person wanting to take action towards you quite quickly, quite impulsively. For some of you, if this person is a fly in, fly out, where they have, those weeks where they work and the weeks where they're off, in their next swing, they want to take action towards you, my group ones. At the next available moment, they want to take action towards you. They're under your spell because you've left them wanting more. You've given them a lot of mystery and like a teasing amount of energy, and you've left them wanting more. They feel like you've inspired them to do things differently. I'm hearing more proactively. So it's quite likely that before you, they weren't really able to move in the way that they were wanting. They weren't able to have movement. I feel this person working on a new plan with that Knight of Pentacles, but they have to take impulsive action in order to secure that plan. With the King of Cups at the back of the deck in the reverse position, it does make me think that this person is not fully confident in how this is going to play out. They're usually somebody that likes to act with confidence, but they aren't in this case. They're acting because they have to in order to secure an opportunity that feels fleeting, but they're unsure of how it's going to play out. And sometimes our King of Cups can also talk about needing to kind of express something that we're not comfortable expressing. Our King of Cups is very good at hiding feelings, at manipulating feelings. So when we see an insecure king in reversed, in the reverse position, it's either because this person is unsure of how you feel, or they're very insecure about having to show you these emotions because they usually have them under wraps, very controlled. Especially in this deck with that octopus imagery, I see them flailing. Those arms are just flailing. Now, I do want to kind of look at this person's energy towards you and what they would like to say to you. And that's where we're going to pull messages from these cards that I pre-shuffled. This was my prototype for my channeled musical messages oracle deck. We have Still Vulnerable by Lime Cordial. Smells of wine makes her the wiser. Fixing the lows by getting high. Spook me. I can still be vulnerable. Wow. So this is a mixed feelings song. If you know that song, you would know that, but it's not exactly like an ideal situation. If that was my brother, I'd be like, brother, why are you seeing this woman? Like, she hurts you and terrifies you, and yet you're addicted to it. So this person may feel like with you, just based on the energy that's on that card, there's something about you that scares them, but they're addicted to it. You spook me, but I can still be vulnerable. So this person sees you as some sort of emotional inspiration, like that you can help them through this Five of Cups moment. They're trying to plan a way to get out of a funk. And in order to do that, they need to leave a situation and take action. But they want to talk to you about that. For most of you, this person is planning on taking action towards you. But for others of you, they're really thinking about leaving a situation and they want to talk to you about it. What do you think about me leaving? That's what I'm hearing. Oh, speaking of feeling, your second musical messages card is I Feel by O and FKJ. Try to find you, but you're lost. I should have stayed, but I still feel you through the ground. Now, when you listen to this song, you will not hear those lyrics. It's a very soundscape-based song. I love it. It's a good meditation song. It's a little intense, actually, for meditation, but still, if you're just wanting to kind of dissociate, it's a good song to have in the background. In terms of their energy towards you, though, this person may have felt like they lost you at one point. They may have felt like they should have tried harder. I should have stayed. If there is a physical separation, they still feel very connected to you, especially from the heart space. But this person is a grounded, practical person. So they look at the ground and they think like, this is the same earth that group 1 is walking on. Or they look at the sky and they go, this is the same sky that group 1 is seeing. You are definitely haunting this person, as well as you having them under your spell. And their energy towards you is that they're feeling a lot more for you than they feel comfortable with. And I can also pick up on the fact that this person is trying to figure out how to fix this. And the only logical thing they can think of is that at the next available moment, they need to make a plan to leave a situation and take action towards you. Are there any other messages about why this person is under group 1 spell, Spirit? Lorraine, that's the Queen of Wands. Sweets, you're coming through as a very physically attractive person, a magnetic person. You're magnetic to them. They are drawn to your energy. Your energy is attracting this person towards you at the earliest available moment. And they definitely feel like you have the answers that they are seeking, but they also feel extremely attracted to everything and anything that makes you you. This person and you have similar interests, you have similar desires. They're drawn to your ambition. They're drawn to your creativity, your passion, and they feel very impulsively inspired to come up with some sort of security plan to spend more time around you and to get more energy flowing into this connection. They do have a fear that they may be too late, or that they've done something that means that you don't see them the way that you used to. I'm hearing, am I too late? But they're going to come through confident. They're going to come through very confident. They definitely feel like they're manifesting you, but they also feel very haunted by you at the same time. And so there is this curious thought of like, maybe this is mutual. Maybe group 1's also manifesting me. You are subconsciously manifesting them. Their strength, their energy is very on par with where you're at right now. And so this person may need to leave other responsibilities in order to focus on growing something with you. I'm going to take this into your extended reading now, my group 1s, where we will focus more on the future of this connection, your person's next actions, and their thoughts and feelings about you. We're also going to get channeled messages in the extended reading as well. So if the first part of your reading did resonate and you want to continue the reading, your extended reading is linked in the description box below. That extended reading link does take you to my website. So if this is the first time that you're purchasing an extended reading from me, the website page will host over a year's worth of extended readings. So if you're on a mobile device, you swipe across, make sure you click on the right group. If you're on a desktop, you can use the search function or just scroll and make sure that you click on the right group, especially before you purchase it. Remember that you are group 1 of the Who's Under Your Spell reading. Please double check before you spend your valuable money. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, your support, my group 1s. I appreciate having you here, I should say, but I also appreciate you trusting me with these messages. It's been a pleasure to read for you, you magnetic being you. I wish you all the best on your journey moving forward. I wish you prosperity, peace, abundance, happiness, wealth, and joy. Look after your beautiful self, and I hope to cross paths again. Bye. Hi, my group 2s, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the spider Coffin. I'm pretty sure it's Life After Death charm, or the Halloween tarot deck here, then this is going to be your reading. Welcome. We're asking Spirit, who is under your spell? As you can see, I have pre-shuffled some oracle cards and we are going to get into that. But before we do, I just want to remind you to have something so that you can take notes and make sure that you have a hydration source handy as well. Now, let's move this out of the way. Gonna put these off to the side and let's start laying out your oracle cards. The first card I have for you is the Life Purpose card. We also, the Life Purpose card is from the Spellcasting Oracle deck, and from the Energy Oracle cards deck, we have Door to Spirit, which is the number 32. Okay. From the Divine Masculine Oracle by the Encoding Shamanic Peacemaker, we have the Nerd coming out. IQ, Genius, Intelligent, Lame, Analytical, Inventor, Secret Techniques, and Knowledge Seeker. From that same deck, we also have Romeo, Prince Charming, Mesmerizer, Hunter, Lover, Choice, Seducer, Reflection. One more card from that deck. We have Forever After, Long-Lasting Love, Teamwork, Support, Keeping the Romance Alive, Acknowledging Each Other, Deep Grounded Love, Life Partner. Now from my little musical messages oracle deck, we have, this is a handwritten deck that I used before I made my official deck. Never Be Like You, Flume featuring Kai. What I would do to take away this fear of being loved. I'm only human, can't you see? Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay. Wow. And then we also, from this deck, have Headaches by Ravina. I wasn't in the mood for love. Don't leave me. I need a medic. I can't control this. Okay. Some strong feelings over here. Let's move this back a little bit, maybe. Okay. And then from the tea leaf cards, we have Lion. Time to Act. We also have Scissors, Disappointment in Some Affair. We have Diamond, You'll Be Receiving or Giving a Precious Gift. And last card from the Tea Leaf Oracle, Gavel, Involvement with the Lore. Okay, so what an interesting person. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm trying to move the camera so you can kind of see everything, but that Headaches card is kind of just out of view. I apologize for that, but we're doing the best we can with what we've got. Okay, so now that I've got my dramatic energy out of the way, the person who is under your spell could be somebody who you're already in a relationship with. That's one thing that I'm getting come through quite clearly as well. This person seems to already have a strong romantic connection to you, and they feel like your connection is at a crossroads because it's either hit a slump or you're at a point where you really need to be prioritizing each other and you really need to be showing a commitment to each other. There seems to be something going on in your relationship where this person feels like you both need to start putting more effort in, and you both need to start making sure that you're prioritizing each other on top of whatever other responsibilities you have, on top of whatever other priorities you have. You have to kind of devote time and actions towards each other. If you don't resonate as this person being your partner, then I think that this is somebody who is trying to show you all of these things. They feel like they need to make their efforts more grand, and they need to invest more time in you, in this connection, and in a future with you. There is a feeling here of needing to make it very clear where they stand with you right now. But here's more sort of hints as to what they're like. We have the Nerd card, which I think is a wonderful way of identifying who this person is. They are someone who's coming across as very smart, very intelligent. They are more analytical, logical. They are somebody who maybe has some very specific interests. They like to spend their free time or their hobbies on things that are mentally stimulating. They like to learn new things as well, or they could just be very specific about the kind of things that they like to learn. So sometimes this is an energy of like, if you're not talking about what I'm interested in, I find it very hard to engage. This is also somebody who likes to make things, who likes to know how things work. So they have like an engineer's sort of mind. They like to know how to break things down and put them back together again. They're also coming through as somebody who doesn't have the best instincts, or maybe they're not as sort of ethereally connected. They don't come across as a very intuitive person. They may rely on certain instincts that they have, but it feels like this person, with daughter spirit being here in reverse, doesn't really believe in the hoodoo voodoo. They don't believe in the metaphysical. They aren't a very spiritual person, or they have a very specific set of beliefs. They might be religious, but they're not spiritual, if that makes sense. They're coming across as someone who needs proof before they just sort of wholeheartedly throw themselves into something, which means that overall, they're probably more of a skeptic. They're probably more of somebody who, like, respectfully just likes to know more before they like wholeheartedly believe something. They're not an easy person to convince because of this. I think that they like to operate off of facts. They don't come across as a completely sort of hard energy to get along with in terms of they're likable, but I definitely think that they're skeptical, right? So they're not gullible. With Romeo here, this is really, and the Forever After card, this is really what made me believe that they're already a strong romantic partner in your life. They're a charmer for sure. They are here to wow you, and they are wanting to show you their Romeo side, their Forever After side, the side of them that is the seducer, that is the lover, that does chase, that does go for what they want, that does captivate your attention, that does stand out to you amongst everybody else. And I think that this person may like that attention too. I think that this isn't just how you would know them, but this is also how they like to be seen by you. They don't want to be seen in any other way. They want to be seen by you as a romantic love interest. They're also coming across as somebody who may do really corny things, like very romantic gestures, things that, like, if you didn't care, you would have gone, wow, that's really cheesy. You know, like, they like to do those sorts of things. And with the life purpose being here, I also feel like this is somebody who you feel very connected to. You have a life invested in this person, or you can imagine a life with this person. It could also feel like, if this person has only come into your life recently, a lot of pivotal things had to happen to bring the two of you together. It could feel like this person does have a big presence in your life purpose. The two of you may have already created something together. Think of like children, or some sort of legacy, some sort of life, some sort of sense of purpose. If not, you can imagine a life with them. And I think that very quickly, if they are a new person, it's going to be easy to sort of see how the two of you can fit together fairly well. But with that Forever After energy, I do feel like this is somebody who is definitely a life partner. This is not just a friend. This is not just a stranger. This is somebody who is here to work with you, to support you, to keep the romance alive in your life, and to make sure that you feel acknowledged and seen in a loving way. So where you're at right now with the other oracle cards, especially down the bottom here, and the song lyric cards, is I believe that this is somebody who is trying to elevate the connection. by just sort of showing you how appreciative they are of you. This is somebody who will give you a gift soon if they haven't already. This is more of a sentimental gift is what I'm feeling. Although diamonds are quite precious, they do cost a lot of money. But I feel like it's more a sentimental, it's like a thoughtful gesture more than anything. It's like the kind of gift where you're like, wow, I really wanted this, or I really needed this. Thank you. They're going to be taking action pretty quickly after you watch this video. If you haven't seen them, you will have seen this person just before you watched this video, like the day before, or you're going to see them very close after you watch this video, within 48 hours. So it feels like there's some sort of plan that is made within that time frame to see each other if it is more difficult to see them for my long distance people, for example. But action is taken within 48 hours after and 24 hours before. The disappointment in some affair is that acknowledgement of needing to continually put effort into this. It's not just something that you can start off strong and sort of just diminish over time. You have to continuously put effort and consistent actions into this. And that's why we have the gavel as well, involvement with the law. I feel like the gavel is more of like a judgment call, right? Like I always think of the gavel being banged to when the judge decides their judgment or to maintain order in their courtroom. So I feel like there is this sense of needing to kind of take control here that this person's personality has. They may feel like it's up to them to do something here to fix the disappointment. And they may also be somebody who feels responsible for you, responsible for this connection, and just who likes to kind of provide and protect as well. So I feel like that's a very specific person. But I want to throw some star signs out there that I'm picking up on. Aries is coming through strongly. Libra is coming through strongly. I'm getting with that sort of Prince Charming. I don't know, we could throw a little bit of Sagittarius in there with the life purpose too. Pisces, sort of Jupiter energy of seeking. I get this emotional sort of Cancer energy as well, but it's more the fourth house of like coziness and nurturing. In terms of, yeah, I think I want to pull tarot to get additional star signs, but that's kind of what I'm picking up on. Significant, this is where I would check your birth chart because it could be the star signs in those aspects of your chart, but significant planets or houses are 4th house, 7th house, and I also want to throw, no, I don't feel 10th house maybe. Those star signs in your chart could be this person's sun sign. When it comes to planets, I'm picking up on Uranus. I'm also picking up on, strong sign is, sun sign is the strongest for them. But for you, I would even go as far as to say Mars. What have I said already? Uranus, Mars, Neptune, and Jupiter. Yeah, I don't want to say, no, we'll just leave it there. We'll leave it there. I don't want to say anything else. I don't feel confident in the others, but for my masculines watching, obviously it's your Venus, not your Jupiter. Okay, let's tuck these over to the side. And I want to get some tarot out now. So Spirit, let's put your little charm over here. My group 2s. That is who is under your spell. Let's have a look at why they're under your spell now. Why is this person under group 2's spell? Why is this person under group 2's spell? You have the Devil coming out reversed. Why is this person under group 2 spell, Spirit? We have the Fool card coming out reversed. Why is this person under group 2 spell? also have the Magician coming out reversed. Whoops. We have the Three of Swords reversed. I kind of want to get one more card. I will. Let's get one more card, please, Spirit. Why is this person... We have Temperance reversed. Okay. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. Let's move these over a little bit. Maybe I can tuck this under. No, it's going to have to go over. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. Yeah. Okay, so at the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords reversed. So what I'm seeing is that this person is under your spell because things are not 100% where they want to be between the two of you. This person is showing up as a forever after, a Romeo, someone who you have a life purpose with, but they're also showing up as somebody who's been doing a lot of thinking about your connection, and they feel like they're not paying attention enough. They feel like they're not paying attention to the potential here, but they also feel like they're not paying attention to your needs in some way. And they feel like the both of you are needing to communicate certain things. This person has some things they need to get off their chest. They feel like decisions were made in the recent past that have put this connection in an unfavorable place right now. They regret some of the choices that they've made because these choices have led to a separation for some of you. These choices have also led to an energetic separation of differences. There is an uncertainty here over whether the two of you even want the same things anymore, or whether the two of you are prioritizing different things outside of this connection that are going to create more rifts in the future. So this person feels like the two of you have to communicate those mistakes, but they also feel like they have to kind of do something to kind of get you to believe in them again. This person believes that you don't believe in them. They think that you see right through them, and they also think that you don't trust them. This person thinks that you look at them as somebody who's immature, as somebody who is easily distracted, as somebody who doesn't follow through, and as somebody who is all talk, no bite. So they may think that you see them as somebody who is all words, no action. This person comes across as somebody that has a lot to prove to you, and they're seeing themselves in a very sort of trickster energy as somebody who didn't do or say what needed to be said or done when the pressure came into the situation. So they're not seeing themselves in the best way. And they definitely have a lot of regrets and a guilty feeling with that Nine of Swords, as though they could have, would have, should have handled this situation better. They may have even been kept up at night thinking about this, but there's honestly a lot of remorse here and regret here, my group twos. So this person is under your spell because with the Devil card reversed, they seem to have given in to the easier way out, which could have manifested as temptation for some of you. They could have been distracted by sort of hedonistic habits or patterns of behavior, and just kind of tried to get away with doing something that was a temporary band-aid solution instead of working on the long-term successful growth. And I believe with the Devil card reverse, there is this energy here of the grass wasn't greener on the other side, if that resonates. This doesn't have to be cheating, okay? This can also just be, instead of prioritizing date night once a week, like I just tried to get away with cooking dinner and making it more special inside the house, when actually the whole purpose of date night was to look good, feel good, and get out of a routine, to bring passion into the relationship and to make sure that you are putting effort into yourself for the other person. So I feel like this person realizes that they kind of missed the point with you, and that they do need to start to take you and this connection more seriously. They feel like a fool. When the Fool card is reversed, it feels like a fool energy. Somebody feels like a fool. Either they were naive, they were immature, or they didn't surmount to what was expected of them. They caved and buckled under the pressure. And so with the Magician energy here, the Three of Swords, that Temperance, like, they have a lot of making up to do. And they know that words can only take them so far. It's their actions that are going to prove themselves to you. So they're under your spell because they have a lot to say. They have a lot to do. It feels like y'all have already communicated some of this, but the extent of this is far beyond what has been verbally expressed. The guilt, the ideas expand far beyond what they've said to you. This person is keeping their cards close to their chest with that Magician energy in the middle. Keep in mind, this is the Disney Villains tarot deck, but still, like, that Magician energy is extra fiendish. This is somebody who feels like they have a few tricks up their sleeve that they can use to try to get you on board. And by tricks, it's just things that they're kind of keeping secret until you need to know about it. And the goal of these tricks is to get you back on board, not to take advantage of you, but to kind of wow you, very much like a stage magician. The Three of Swords, yeah, so I made a mistake is what that card's saying. I made a mistake. I chose the wrong thing, or I did the wrong thing, or I didn't do the right thing, basically. Our Three of Swords is about the future. It's about having conversations, however difficult they are, and taking actions, however difficult they are, that can lead us and fast track us towards our desired outcome, so that ultimately we can get to the place that we want to be. So when this energy manifests in a reading in the reverse position, it just feels like this person didn't have that important conversation with you at the right time, or they said the wrong thing at the right time. And they're recognizing that now. They're recognizing it as a mistake. So I should have been there more is also coming through with Temperance reverse. This person wanted you to be a team. They wanted to support you. And they wanted to keep that romance alive with that Forever After card. They really wanted to make sure that the two of you were. I'm getting that the next full moon is going to be quite significant for this connection. So this is a timeless reading. But if you're watching this around about the same time that I've uploaded it, we actually have a lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 28th of October. And the eclipse season is significant for many different reasons. Sometimes some signs and people feel it more significantly than others, depending on your natal chart, depending on you as an individual, basically. But I do think that for a lot of my watery babies, the eclipse season is going to be quite significant for you. And even though most of the eclipses in October are in air and earth signs, it seems to be the water babies that are most affected from what I've seen. But I do believe that with this Temperance card reverse, this person is very focused on the differences right now, the challenges. And the reason why they're under your spell is that they want to work on this, but they need to express and address those differences right here, right now. Is there any other messages that we need for my group twos before we move into the extended spirit? Might pull cards. Yeah, let's pull some cards. We'll pull some more tea leaf cards. I just don't feel comfortable leaving it there, so we're going to pull more tea leaf cards. Spirit, what else does my group twos need to know about this person? We have Forest coming out. What does that say? It usually focuses automatically, this camera. Muddled, unclear thinking. Bird perched. Waiting for news, package, letter. Spirit, what else do they need to know about this person? Four-leaf clover. Great, good fortune. We're also having success come out. Okay, that's very comforting. Oops. Just making a mess. Making a mess. And your last card is the Fire card. Strong emotion, passionate, love, or hate. Ooh, that's right over Romeo. We also have the Hat card at the back of the deck. You'll be playing a different role. So I do believe that this is the kind of moment in your connection that is really here to shape the connection. And it's going to bring out qualities within you that you may not have used for a while. These are challenging sides of relationships, right? No relationship is easy. Now is the time to really try those different approaches and to maybe consider playing a different role with this person. Spirit is saying that this connection does have good fortune and that it can be successful. I think that this is something worth working on. Obviously, within the realms of reason, you don't want to find yourself overextending, overcompromising, and kind of justifying behavior that is not improving. But this person is manifesting as somebody that is wanting to work on it. And so with this bird perched and the forest card here, if you feel confused, you're being called to wait for more information before you fully decide where you stand and what you should do. I think that with any relationship, communication is incredibly invaluable. But I also believe that this person has a way of provoking very strong, passionate feelings. And I think that there's positives to that, but the fire card reminds us that passion has a negative side to it as well, and that can fuel resentment, bitterness, and hate. So with this person, if you aren't able to communicate and focus more on the fact that you want a successful outcome, you are at risk of letting certain things fester into more unfavorable feelings. So we really need to address feelings of resentment, bitterness, or hate. I mean, if you really hate this person, I'd be questioning why you want a future with them. But when it comes to confusion, definitely find ways to communicate and give this person the space to tell you why they did the things that they did and why they want the things that they still want with you, so that you can make a better informed decision about the future that you want for yourself, let alone the future with this person. It's being very strongly projected in the cards that you can have success, but obviously trying to cultivate success from a space of feeling muddled and unclear isn't going to work. You need to receive that news, that information, and you need to make sure that when it comes to your stronger emotions, we're addressing them. We're addressing the positives, but also the negatives. Is there anything else they need to know? Yeah, I don't want to kind of like be biased, but I'm just hearing success. Things can work out. And I don't think it's hard to see that with this person. I think it's harder to focus on the challenges for most of you. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave the first part of your reading, my group 2. So I'm going to take this into your extended reading now, where we will have a look at the future of this connection. We're also going to be having a look at their actions, their thoughts, and their feelings. And I will get some advice for you as well in the extended about how you can really focus on a successful future with this person. But we're going to get more about them, their actions, their feelings, their thoughts before we have a look at the future. And this will be the near future of this connection. So usually for most of my connections that aren't on stable grounds, that looks at the next 3 months. But if you are in a successful partnership already, it's going to be pretty quick. The near future will probably be within the next month, but we'll just see what comes out in the next 3 months as well. So if you're interested in that extended reading, especially if the first reading did resonate for you, or the first part of this reading did resonate, the link to your extended is in the description box. That link will take you to my website. It's very important that you make sure you click on the right group before you pay. Please remember you are group 2 of the Who is Under Your Spell reading, posted in October 2023. Thank you so much, my group 2s, for all your time, your energy, and your support. I appreciate you being here. I wish you so much success, prosperity, abundance, joy, love, health, and wealth on your journey ahead. And I hope our paths cross again soon. Bye. Hola, my group threes, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Bleeding Hearts earrings or the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading. Welcome, my groupers, threepuses. It is so lovely to have you here. It is so refreshing to have you here. Sweet soul, do we know each other personally? You feel like an old friend. So this would be very awkward if you're a completely new person. But thank you for being here. Your vibe is very refreshing. It's very chill. I'm actually going to burn some sage because we need to be focusing on the person who's stalking you. And instead, I feel like I'm just tuned into you. So group three, please help me to clear this energy. Let's focus our energy on who the heck is under your spell. Spirit, help me to clear all energy so that we may focus on who is under group three's spell. Tune me into group three's energy so that it may offer clear, honest messages to their group today. Thank you, Spirit. Group three, before we get into it, please make sure you have a hydration source handy. It's very important to me that you stay hydrated. We don't know what roller coaster we're going to be on with this reading. Also, make sure that you have something to take notes with, so that you can write down what does resonate, especially because this is a general reading. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, as you can see, we do have some pre-shuffled oracle cards. This is the tarot deck you chose, but sweets, we're not going to use that yet. We're going to have a look at your oracle cards. So from the spellcasting oracle deck, we have Justice. Who is under your spell? Justice is our first clue. From the energy oracle deck, we have Appreciation. The number 15 in this deck too. From the Divine Masculine Oracle by the Encoding Shamanic Peacemaker, we have the Nerd coming out first. This card says IQ, Genius, Intelligent, Lame, Analytical, Inventor, Secret Techniques, and Knowledge Seeker as well. From that same deck, we also have Romeo, Prince Charming, Mesmerizer, Hunter, Lover, Choice, Seducer, Reflection. And the last oracle card from that deck is Lady Whisperer, Flirting, Attraction, Loving Words, Telepathy, Sensuality, Sensuality, Energetic Messages. I never say sensuality like that. Some of y'all might, sorry, I didn't mean to say ooh if you do say it like that. I just didn't grow up in that world, you know what I mean? So it just felt really wrong. It felt really wrong for a second. Now, I do have my prototype of channeled messages deck. This is my musical messages prototype. So before I actually made the deck, I had this. The first card from this deck is NHS by Slow Tie. Wow, so there could be some sort of British connection here, or a connection to the UK. If not England, it could be Wales, it could be Scotland, it could be Ireland. We have the world we're living in. I'm trying to give you reassurance. Same old shit, just another day. So there's this idea of something being on loop here, being very repetitive. We also have Phone Numbers by Dominic Fike and Kenny Beats. Why are you not here with me? Why you can't answer me? Why you switch phone numbers? Oh my gosh, wait till you see what I got at the back of the deck for you. Anyway, the last card from this deck is taking a long time to load. There we go. Headaches by Ravina. I wasn't in the mood for love. Don't leave me. I need a medic. I can't control this. Oh my gosh, this person is definitely under your spell. We're going to have a look at why they're under your spell as well. But before then, I've got some tea leaf cards. We have 4-leaf clover coming out for you. Great good fortune. We also have dogs coming out for you. Getting together with friends. In Australia, the word dog is like an insult. If you're a dog, you're not a good person. So it's interesting to see that that's a card about getting together with friends. We have flag as well. So in this deck, it says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. And, oh my gosh, we got 3. Okay, I was not expecting that. I'm gonna have to make some more room. Success. And Tree, affairs with your family. So I got some hints. Some of these hints are going to resonate for all of you. Some of these hints are not going to resonate. So the first thing I think is this person may know your family. There may be a connection with your family. They could work with your family, group 3. They could be a friend of your family member, like a brother or a sister or a cousin or an uncle. This person is definitely somebody who is trying to be noticed by you. They want to be seen by you. And the card that I got at the back of your Divine Masculine Oracle deck is the Superfan card, which, look at that bottom one: stalker, follower, devoted, chasing in love, enthusiastic, and supportive. I feel like this person is hard to miss. Like, they are looking for you. They are trying to find moments to be around you, trying to make eye contact with you, trying to study you, to know you. The first messages that I got was that this person is definitely smitten. They're definitely under your spell. They definitely have a crush on you. And for some of you, they're not supposed to have a crush on you because you're in another relationship, or it's not fair if they do pursue you because they have that connection to your family, for example. It also feels like it's inappropriate for this person to compliment you. Like, this person shouldn't be seeking validation from you or showing you how much they appreciate you. So I do think with the appreciation card in reverse, there's a high likelihood that this person is somebody who you don't give a lot of attention to. In order for you to understand who this person is, think of somebody who is around you a lot, but you don't give them a lot of energy. You may have some sort of boundary with this person because of the Justice card here. You could be looking at this as more of a professional relationship, or as more of like a you're my brother's friend type of relationship, or a you're my mum's co-worker type of relationship. There seems to be a boundary and this energy of we can't cross that boundary. This is somebody who comes across as the ladies' man, though, or the ladies' woman, the woman's man, the man's woman. Anyway, they are pretty good at picking people up, whoever they're trying to pick up, whatever their flavor of the ice cream rainbow is. They are definitely coming across as somebody who's a lover, somebody who attracts a lot of attention, somebody who most people would find conventionally attractive, my group 3s, someone who could be actively dating or seeing people right now. Like, they could have made it very obvious that they are available. And I also think that when they do talk to you, they come across as being a little bit flirtatious or creative with the language that they use to show you that they are somebody who is interested in you. With that being said, they're also being shown as a nerd. So the archetype for a nerd in this deck is somebody who's very clever, intelligent, with a high IQ, also somebody who's very analytical, logical. They are very good at figuring things out, problem solvers, knowledge seekers, inventors, and they have secret techniques. Okay. I just think that this is somebody who definitely doesn't struggle when it comes to being seen and noticed by whoever they want to be seen and noticed by. So you are either purposefully trying to ignore them, or you're purposefully having to put a boundary up. I think that this person is some sort of professional, or they're pretty good at what they do. I can also see that this is somebody who, with that flag, like, there is a red flag here. That card is saying do not be tempted to lower your standards. So you've flagged this person already. You've gone, you know what, they're sweet and everything, but I really shouldn't. Now, in terms of what this person's energy towards you is, we have those 3 musical messages cards at the bottom there. This person is, first of all, with phone numbers, wondering why you're not giving them attention. They're asking themselves, what else do I need to do? Like, why? Why are you not paying attention to me? Why are you not talking to me? Why are you not answering me? Why have you switched up the energy? So this person may have recently noticed a change in your behavior, or they may be feeling like you've changed your behavior. I'm also getting with that NHS card that this person might be trying to reassure you. They may feel compelled to do something to kind of reassure you. That card talks about cycles and going through ups and downs. So they may feel like this connection is going through ups and downs. Yeah. They may also think that you've been through ups and downs. You may have had your fair share of hardship recently. The world we're living in, I'm trying to give you reassurance. Same old shit, just another day. That card is about a song that was dedicated to the NHS by a Northampton rapper, Slow Tie, controversial. He had a whole thing at the BAFTAs. I think it was the BAFTAs. Anyway, he's making a comeback for himself, but he definitely pissed a lot of people off. And that song was part of him paying respects to the NHS during COVID, for example. So it makes me wonder if you and this person have some sort of history and they're trying to kind of make a comeback here. With that headaches card, their energy towards you is that, like, I wasn't actually looking for love, but now I can't really control this. Like, these feelings are here and I need to do something about it. Yeah, this person may have somewhat of a reputation though. You may not trust what they say, and you may struggle to feel like an important or special person in their eyes because they may have a reputation of just being very available, or very interested in the chase when it comes to attraction and affection. But I can see here that their energy towards you is that they really can't control how much they think about you. They're literally under your spell. So I really want to have a look at why this person is under your spell. We can get more tarot though first, just to double check how you know them if you would like. Let's do that first, really quickly. Spirit, who is this person and how does my group 3s know them? How does group 3 know this person? How does group 3 know this person, Spirit? Slap, slap. We have the Ace of Potions reversed. So for some of you, you had to reject this person. The Emperor. They're a little bit older or they're more mature than you. 5 of Needles. Yeah, okay. So this is somebody that you have had to walk away from. You may have rejected them. They may be a failed love attempt. Somebody who, there was something going at one point. There may be someone who you felt rejected by in the past and they walked away from you, but there is this energy of love going one way. So it did feel like something that didn't really turn into anything. And then one person had to walk away from this situation. This is not somebody where things were permanently ended though. It wasn't like there was an ending. It was just implied that you were going to focus on other things and talk to other people. I can also see with the Emperor card here that this person comes across as a more sort of mature person, a responsible person. They come across as somebody who has responsibilities and that they should be taking their interactions with you very seriously. So they do come across as someone who's in a position of authority, someone who is maybe a parent as well, or they just kind of have this sort of authoritative parental figure about them. In terms of signs, this could be helpful. I am seeing Aquarius. Aries is the strongest, and I'm also seeing a little bit of Cancer here. But the Ace of Potions for you is manifesting as more of a Scorpio energy. Spirit, are there any other clues as to how my group 3s know this person? Okay, we got 2 cards. We have the 7 of Candles, that's the 7 of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. So Taurus has joined us, as well as, I want to say Sagittarius. Technically that's more of an Aries energy though, that 7 of Candles. So I do think that this is somebody who it feels like an underdog, okay? This is somebody who there may have been a lot of challenges with them. It could have felt like there was a lot of challenges in the beginning, especially of getting to know each other or of like initially meeting each other. This person might have a lot going on in their life. They could also be somebody that comes across as a little bit insecure. even though they seem to have all of this interest around them, I do think that you kind of saw them as somebody that was almost having to overcome a lot. With the Hierophant card here, there could have been some sort of traditional side to this person where this person was a little bit more, I don't want to say like black and white, but there is that sort of energy here. You may have known them from a workplace or a study facility. Otherwise, they do come across as somebody who is maybe more practical. For that reason, they're probably more into religion than they are spirituality. Is there any other clues as to how group 3 may know this person, Spirit? Any other clues about star signs or how they know this person? How does group 3 know this person, Spirit? Yeah, I can see Gemini wanting to come out as well. We have Gemini female wants to come out, but we have strength, so Leo coming out. With Leo reverse, there is insecurity here. There's also a feeling of somebody that was really trying and then they never really became successful in their efforts. So this person may have been trying to get your attention for some time, but the strength card reverse can also be a card of adversity and someone who's feeling like they have a lot to prove. Am I getting anything else? How else does group 3 know this person, Spirit? There is this energy of like you having this person in the back of your mind as well. The 4 of Presents is at the back of the deck. That's the 4 of Pentacles. So an inability to get things moving forward. Like there was an inability to grow, but there was also an inability to let go. So we were kind of in this stagnant stage with this person, restricted. Spirit saying we're in a restrictive stage with this person. We did want at one point to progress, and then we had to kind of restrict. That's probably as clear as I can get without making it more confusing. I'm so sorry, group 3s. I hope that that was helpful. Yeah, there were romantic feelings for this person in the past. And then there might have been like a separation, or this person just didn't amount to their expectations. You might have expected a lot more from them than what they were able to amount to. There could have even been a partnership at one point, is what I'm seeing. Some of you have a family with this person. Okay, let's pack this up. Let's have a look at why they are under your spell. Okay, Spirit, why is this person under group 3's spell? Why is this person under? Okay, we have 2 cards. The 8 of Needles. We also have the Death card reversed. Why is this person under group 3's spell? We have the Emperor coming out again. Why is this person under group 3's spell, Spirit? Okay, we have the 5 of Needles coming out reversed. Spirit, clarify the 8 of Needles. We have the Fool. I have seen the Fool in the deck before when we were trying to clarify who this person is. Okay, clarify the Death card, Spirit. We have the 9 of Potions reversed. And we also have the Knight of Presents. Clarify the Emperor, Spirit. We have the 4 of Needles. Clarify the 5 of Needles, reverse, Spirit. We have the 8 of Presents. I love this deck so much, my group threes. Okay, so at the back of this deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'll chuck it over here. It kind of fits. Okay, I'm gonna have to move these cards up a little bit. That one won't go up. So we'll move this back a little bit. There we go. Okay, pull the microphone back. Group three. Ay, Dios mío. So this person is under your spell because there was some sort of unfortunate event that occurred between the two of you that this person just can't let go. There is a would've, could've, should've moment between the two of you that happened in the past that they just can't let go. And they feel like there's something unresolved now. They feel like actions just weren't handled appropriately. The wrong thing was said at the right time, and the right thing was done at the wrong time. And now it feels like there's some unresolved things going on between you. This person is also under your spell because they do actively feel like a victim. They are actually looking at you as somebody that is very easy to get influenced by, and they think that they're one of your many victims. Group three. They feel like a lot of people fall into this trap of getting attached to you. And I almost feel like they're a part of some sort of club where there's a few people who are interested in getting closer to you and kind of being more attached to you, but you seem to be very good at detaching from people. You seem to be very good at showing people one thing, but not really opening up that seriously. So this person feels like a fool in love. They feel like a fool for you. I wouldn't say in love, but like definitely enamored. They're still attached to you, even though you feel detached from them. So they also have this sort of mental complex in which they like to go for things that are emotionally unavailable. So this person is pursuing you, especially because you've shown that you're not interested in them anymore. They are giving me X vibes at this point, as I am seeing the Death card reversed with the Nine of Potions reversed. You've shown to this person that you can fulfill your own needs elsewhere, that you can make yourself happy elsewhere. This person pursues you out of a void that they feel within their own emotional well-being that they cannot fulfill themselves. And so with the Knight of Presents, there is all of these kind of promises and plans backed by a need that needs to be fulfilled that's very self-focused. I do think that this person is under your spell because they do feel like you fulfill these needs. But I can see with the Emperor and the Four of Needles reversed, this person is really yet to amount to what they're worth and what they're capable of giving. They come across as somebody that's quite serious. And when it comes to why they're under your spell, they feel a responsibility here to be in your life in some way. So this is where we're looking at a co-parenting situation for some of you. This is also where we're looking at that family tie. I do think that this person has an ability to be a part of your life, some sort of other connection to you outside of their infatuation. And they use that to be able to stay attached to you, especially with all these needles in this deck. It feels like these needles are literally there to stay attached to you, like sewing needles, sewing their thread. The Four of Needles reversed is a strong energy of slowly but surely. It's not about rushing. It's not about forcing. It's about slowly taking action, slowly reanimating. So they could be biding their time here and just sort of waiting and being really patient with it. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit of hello, a little bit of how are you? Nothing grand, nothing crazy, just to show you that they're serious. This person's under your spell because they do feel like you've had a serious impact on them as well, my group threes. And I can also see with that Five of Needles coming out again, this person definitely feels like there is something that they need to try to work on with you, something that they need to fix, a situation, that unresolved thing is coming back. But it's being clarified by the Eight of Presents, which does talk about building, working, mastering, essentially trying to put effort towards this. So they feel like they didn't quite start on the right foot with you. And they're under your spell because of the would've, could've, should'ves, because of the turmoil of the past, and because there has been an emotional separation here, especially on your side, my group threes. So I can see with the Eight of Presents that this person is more sort of invested when you aren't, when you are detached, when you aren't invested, when you have accepted that they've walked away, then they kind of want to come back and go, excuse me, well, why? Why haven't you been pursuing me? Why haven't you been chasing? So there could be this kind of hot and cold tag team that you have going on. 1 minute you're hot, next minute they're cold, next minute you're cold, next minute they're hot. And it's just kind of like, can we be the same temperature, please? Even if it is lukewarm, like, I don't know. Can we? I don't know. So there's these what ifs that constantly pull this person back to you. They can't quite resign to accept the circumstances as they are. They have to question the status quo, and they have to question what that was all about. And so I do want to kind of pull some oracle cards just to kind of get some messaging for you. I wasn't going to do this because it's supposed to be a part of your extended, but we are ahead of time. So let's see. Group 3, please, Spirit. Is there anything else they need to know about this person before we go into the extended? We have ladder, climbing towards success. Is there anything else they need to know? We also have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. We have haystack. Karma, you'll reap what you have sown. 2 more cards. The second card is triumph over troubles, obstacles, eagle card, and the last one is throne, position of authority. So that card keeps coming up. This idea of this person being an authoritative figure keeps coming up. At the back of the deck is tower, which in this deck is about solid foundations, success with efforts. So I can see that between the two of you, my group threes, this is definitely a connection that is supposed to lead you to success in some way. This is a pivotal turning point. This person represents karma for you. They represent you being able to continue climbing towards your success. So I do think that this person may have been more of an obstacle than an outcome. They may have been somebody who felt like they were important when you met them. But I also think that this person likes to feel more important than what they are. And maybe they're always supposed to have a position of importance in your life, but they aren't supposed to be your happy ending. It feels like you two have this sort of intertwined story in which you are going to continue to cross paths. And for that reason, you have to be very careful about what you sow into this relationship, because karma is very active in your lifetime with your interactions with this person. You directly reap what you sow when it comes to your interactions with this person. And so I do think that it's quite complicated. You and this person, it feels like they are not over. This situation is not over for them. But for you, it feels like it's in your best interest to literally just make yourself available to other opportunities, other people, other situations. It feels like you're checked out and they're still very much checked in. And you're having to be careful because there is this authoritative energy here, but you also want to continue climbing towards your success. So I'm definitely going to take this into the extended now, sweets. In your extended reading, we're going to be focusing on the future of your connection with this person. I think this would be really helpful to get better perspective about their side of things as well. We're going to focus on their thoughts and feelings towards you, their next actions towards you, and then what the near future with them will look like. So the next 3 months. I'm also going to get more advice, and we'll get more channeled messages as well, which will tell us more about how they're thinking and feeling about you. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, especially if the first part of your reading did resonate, the link to your extended is in the description box. You can click that link and it will take you to my website where your extended reading is. Please make sure that you click on the right reading. That link won't take you directly to your reading. It will take you to the page that has all my extended readings. So remember that you are group 3 of the Who is Under Your Spell reading. You will need to swipe across and make sure that you click on the right group before you check out. double check at checkout, please, sweet soul. Double check it's your money. Please make sure that you're investing it towards the right thing. And I want to thank all of you for all of your time, your energy, and your support right here on YouTube before we clock off. Before we leave, I wish you prosperity, abundance, success, joy, health, wealth, and happiness. Please look after your beautiful self. Thank you for exchanging energy with me and for trusting me with these messages. And I hope we do cross paths soon. Bye.